Is it that the consultant that advised you did not work? Or why they were advising you, you were also talking to 3 other consultants and you were trying to add all their information together. And at the end, you got confused. Focus. Hello, how are you doing today? Yay! Okay, so of course, this is Dr. Linda. And here I want to talk to you about something that you should take note of. What is that? Can you make a guess? What is that? You cannot process your study abroad dreams on them say basis. Now, when I say them say, see, it is a slang, right? So when you talk of them say, it means that this person, like, you are not listening to the right source. You are just, it's like you are picking information from the streets. Okay? It's like you are picking information from the streets. I'm going to tell you, that's very dangerous. Okay? You're picking information from the streets. That's very dangerous. You cannot process your relocation plan on them say basis. This has put so many people in trouble, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, what is them say? As I explained, them say is like your friend said this, your colleague said this, your in-law said this, then your sister now said this, your mom even advised said this. Do you get my point? It's like putting so many sauces inside the food you are cooking in such a way that the taste will just be off. It's good to be focused when you are processing anything important. It's good to be focused. It doesn't mean you won't pick information here and there, but it's better to be focused. It's like you pick all those information, but you have your source of verification. Okay? So I see a lot of people make the mistake of, when they are processing their relocation plan, when they are processing their study abroad plan, it is about what everybody has to say. Your colleague say you should start December. It's December you're starting. Then your in-law say when you're starting, you should wear a hat on. That's what you're going to do. Your this, your that, you're putting all those information. And what you will notice is that many of the information will conflict. Sometimes they will conflict, not even because they are untrue or they are not true. No, it's because there are different methods of doing something. Like, let me think of example. Like 2 things. Let me say, for example, what can I give? Okay, let's wait. So let me say, I ask you, what is the aeroplane route to get to Canada? You can say from Nigeria, for example, you can say, okay, you can take Ethiopian airline. All right. Ethiopian airline will go to Ethiopia from Lagos to Addis Ababa. All right. From Nigeria to Ethiopia, stop. Right. And then you take a connecting flight from Ethiopia to Canada. That is one route to go to Canada. Guess what? Someone else can also say, you know what? I'm going to take American Airways. I'm going to fly from Nigeria to Atlanta, Georgia, right? And from Atlanta, and from Atlanta, I'm going to fly to Toronto. So it's like they go to US, and from US, they come to Canada. That is another route. In fact, with a different carrier. When they say carrier, it's like a plane, an airline. They'll use a different airline. They'll pass through a different connection, which is Atlanta, and they will still get to Canada. So these 2 persons are going to meet in Toronto, or Toronto, as you call it. These 2 persons are going to meet in Toronto. But guess what? They entered 2 different airlines. They stopped over at a different connection. Like, when I mean connection, is a city where you move from one flight to another. Okay. I always love to break it down, and so, but by and large, they are doing the same thing. They'll get result. But imagine that you now say, okay, you take two people now, then you take, let's say for example, you say, okay, you take Addis Ababa, Ethiopian airline, but that Ethiopian airline is like, you've learned that you take Ethiopian airline. You've also learned you stop at Atlanta. But guess what? Ethiopian airline is not passing through Atlanta. Because now you are merging information from two sources. You are merging them together. You are merging two methods together. This is the easiest way I have found to describe to you what happens. All right. So before I decided to get on this video, someone has asked the question. So someone that came to us has asked the question. Say, my friend told me that they cannot take people January, that is only September, something like that. I'm like, okay, this is what your friend said. Is your friend the one advising? If you have a friend who is advising you, the question, why are you asking me? Now, if you have come to me to advise you, why is it that I have to first debunk what your friend is saying before you now know whether I'm real or not? Like, do you get my point? No, don't do that, because your friend method will, if you follow her through and through, it may work for you, right? If you follow Dr. Linda through and through, it may work for you. Just see the point. But trying to make sure that when your friend advises, Dr. Linda will advise you, which I know that when I finish talking to the lady now, the next thing she's going to do is that she's going to take what you told her and go back to her friend. You said this, that. But Dr. Linda said you are wrong. That friend, guess what the friend will also now say? The friend will now say, leave Dr. Linda, all those things she's saying. She's just saying it because this. She will not come back. My friend insisted that her method is correct. And you're wasting your time, confusing yourself, because if you're not confusing any other person, no, you're confusing yourself. You're confusing yourself, wasting your time. Focus. Your friend is great at studying abroad. Go to your friend. Listen to them. Let them not be wasting their time on you. Right? Thinking they are talking to a human being. You know what I mean? Your friend is wasting his or her time on you, advising you. But everything she says, you don't even believe it. You must come and ask Dr. Linda whether she's correct. If you don't trust her, don't go to her for advice. Don't you think? Like, look at what I'm saying. Your friend is busy advising you, but everything she says, you have to go and check whether it's correct. The question, why are you wasting your friend's time? They're not being fair to your friend, right? Oh, I don't think my friend has what it takes. Let me go to a consultant. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you know what? This is my friend. I've seen her do for herself, do for her sister. I am confident she will be able to do for me. Let me focus on her. Now, listen to her, take what she's saying, implement it, you get your result and you move on. But trying to pitch people against themselves is the wrong idea, and you confuse yourself because you're not confusing any other person. Now you go take that thing, you go take a woto. You're not confusing any other person. You will be confused. And it's easy for experts to want to protect their ego. You understand? So anything that comes, like, somebody say you are not correct, you'll be like, hey, for where? My own method is the best. But can we just call a spade and agree that there are different methods to kill a fly right now? You can put a net over it and the fly will be trapped. You can hit it with your hand. If you like, carry hammer, hit it, fly will still die. If you like, carry shoe, hit it, fly will still die. Right? If you like, catch it with a net, squeeze it, fly will still die. There are several ways to kill flies. But imagine you bring a fly, you carry slippers one hand, you carry net the other hand, you can't even kill the fly. Small fly, you can't kill it. Because why? You're confusing yourself. You're confusing yourself. I'm telling you, you're confusing yourself. And you're pitching different people. You're wasting your friend's time. You're wasting your colleague's time. Like, I'm reasoning it. Like, I will never want somebody to put me in a position where when I finish advising them, they're going to find out whether what I said is correct. And that's why when I see those people, I quickly identify them, because I know that even after you finish advising them, they're going to carry what you advise them back to their friend. I mean, instead of them to leave your discussion with the discussion they had with you, instead of them to leave there to go and implement, they are leaving there to go and ask somebody else whether what you said is correct. May God not allow us have that kind of friends. Right? May God not allow us have that kind of friend, though, that will not trust you, but yet is still asking for your opinion. If you're asking a friend for opinion, that means you believe in what they do. You know their words. You know what they're good at. You're asking them. And when they give your opinion, you will listen. You know, and there is a difference between you are kind of trying to see this person said no, but is he a way? You know, there's a difference compared to like 2, 3 people. If you are jumping from one person to another all the time. What did this person talk? This person talk this thing. Wait, what do you think? This one talk this one. What do you think? This one talk this one. What do you think? Wasting everybody's time. So, my advice for you today is that you cannot do your study abroad process on them say. Okeke said, Okafor said, Uncle said, Auntie said, Cousin said, Dr. Linda said, so said, so said. You can't do it that way. You are wasting your time. Focus. If it is your uncle that is helping you, let him help you in full. If you have questions, ask him. If it's your auntie that is helping you, allow him to help you in full. Some of these people, let me tell you, I've had an experience before where someone came to me. I didn't even know they were not working with only me. They came to me, they were working with me. Then they went to another person. They were also working with that person. To cut the long story short, he ended up even landing her in trouble, in things she did not expect that will happen. And you take those people and you clash their head together. It's not fair to any of them, and you are causing confusion. Go to people you trust their opinion. Go to people you trust their opinion. And stay there and listen and follow their method and get results. In fact, follow their method. If it does not work, then you leave them. You leave them. And then you go to another place to try. But you see this thing, you think you're sharp. You think you're sharp. You collect here. That is the reason you are not making progress. Every day you are still asking. You've been asking questions for 2 years. Anybody where you see where go abroad, hey, I take B. Anybody where they take say travel, you say, please, can I have the person's number? You have discussed with 6 people, yet you have not made decision. What do you think is the reason? What do you think is the reason? Wasting your time. You cannot process your study abroad plans on them say basis. Using them say method is not going to work. Focus. Go to somebody you trust their opinion, especially because you have seen them do this over and over and over again. Your brother got scholarship, traveled to a school in UK. Listen to him. Listen. Open your ears. Ask him, what did you do, brother? What did you do? You say, I did this, I did this, I did this. You, that thing where he tell you that, don't carry it to go and ask Dr. Linda, is it correct? Don't. Take it. Immediately implement. He said he did it. Do it. He did it. Do it. He did it. Do it. When you do this, you will end up where he ended up. Now, let's assume that you have an auntie who has not traveled abroad before, let alone through the study abroad route. Now, she becomes your source of information for relocation. Is that a good choice? It's not a good choice. It's not a good choice. You always want to go to people who have experience to reduce mistakes, to reduce error. You want to go to people who have experience, people who do this over and over again. Above all, focus. Even if you want to listen to your auntie who does not have experience, that's your own cup of tea. See, my own cup of tea is here. My own cup of tea is here. That one is your own cup of tea. You choose to listen to your auntie who has not traveled abroad before, but is the one advising you on how to relocate successfully. It is your cup of tea. See, my own cup of tea is here. My own cup of tea is here. I go show you. I go show you. Don't worry, I'll show you. Don't worry. My own cup of tea is here. You see? My own cup of tea is here. Your own. So that's what you are doing. Is your own cup of tea, oh. Is your own cup of tea. So, but what I would say is that even if you make that choice, stick with her until you prove that her method does not work. Or change and go to somebody else that you know that their method work. But to go and you collect information from your auntie who has not traveled abroad, you go and collect from consultant, you now match it and mix it together. The consultant, you most likely will not get results because the consultant is telling you what to do, you are doing something else. So later now, when you don't get results, you say it's the consultant. Yeah, I went to that consultant, it did not work. But my dear, when the consultant was advising you, you imagine okra, ogbono, egusi, then tomato. You put all of them together inside one pot of soup. Is it that the consultant that advised you did not work? Or why they were advising you? You were also talking to 3 other consultants and you were trying to add all their information together. And at the end, you got confused. Focus. If you have reason not to trust somebody's opinion, leave them. Go to someone else that you trust and stay focused there. Wait. I hope you understand what I'm explaining. This thing has nothing to do with, oh, you must go to consultant. This is not what we are talking about. Stay one place. Stay one. Your dancing around is the primary reason why you're not getting results. Stay in one place. If it's your uncle that is helping you, let him help you in full. If it is your brother, let him help you in full. If it is your friend who has done it before and has done it for herself, she's the one helping you, follow her method. Follow one method. Combining 4, 3, 7. Even the woman that is selling plantain in your front gate has added her own advice and you're about to implement it. You will soon come and tell me. She say, no good, make person travel. If they travel, they go cut your head for there. I've been abroad, my head see they see. I mean, they see the connection between between my neck and my head and my body. They never cut my own. So people have the opinion on the streets. Even the bus driver, even the cab driver, even the gateman at your workplace has an opinion on relocation, whether or not they've relocated, whether or not they've traveled abroad before. Or you see, be careful. Stop dancing around. Focus. Choose one expert and listen to them, whoever that may be. If you're coming to Dr. Linda, make sure you're not combining. This Dr. Linda, you're combining it, combine everything. Some people will tell you gada na bond. What a stupid mindset when it comes to this kind of thing. Gada na bond. You want to be gada. That's how you see end up in the same place year after year. All right? Don't do gada na bond for study abroad matters. So please. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there because I see that this happens a lot of time, and I don't like how it messes up the people involved. So I said, let's address it. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme, and I'm an education consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. We show you how to get admission, how to get scholarship, how to get study loan, and every other thing you need in order to successfully relocate abroad all by yourself. Also, you can relocate with family, your spouse, your kids if you have, whether it's 1 or 100 kids. Don't worry, I know why I said 100, because when I say your kids, somebody will tell me, what about 3? You say you can relocate with them. What about 4? You can relocate with them. What about 5? You can relocate with them. What about 2? You can relocate with them. What about 1 kid? You can relocate with them. Somebody will not say, does it mean if I don't have kids, I can't relocate? So you can relocate with family. You know, you can relocate with family. So keep that in mind. All right, take care of yourself and make sure you are not getting information from multiple experts at the same time, trying to do gada na bond, handling your study abroad process on them say basis. Don't do that. You end up confused, and it takes you longer, because when you hear from this person, you want to hear from this person, you want to hear from this person, time is going. You are paralyzed by not knowing what to do. In fact, once the opinions start conflicting, in that conflict, you don't take any action. So you hurt yourself more by trying to combine experts. Follow one expert that you trust. If her method or his method doesn't work, leave them completely. Find a new expert to work with. But that you want to work with 2 experts at the same time, or 3 or 4 or 5, including the cleaner in your workplace as an expert you are listening to, is not a good idea. The cleaner can be an expert in cleaning things, right? Telling you, use this one instead of this chemical, the thing will come out nice, right? So they are an expert in study, but are they an expert in study abroad matters? Not likely, right? Okay. Take good care of yourself and don't fall a victim of what I've discussed today. Take care. Bye.